meet you. I really wanted to, have you come on the show and tell your story and stuff like that.
Hey, it's nice to be here, man. I thank you for like reaching out to me and giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, so what made you become a martial artist? Like what was the influence behind that?
My dad. My dad is the founder and creator of our style, Red Dragon Karate. My dad was my hero, and I wanted to be around him, so I went to the studio and started learning martial arts.
That and I hate that you guys get excluded out of everything because y'all pretty much as important as the Shakur side of the family as well. I just hate that they don't put y'all like in the movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm just glad people, like it and I enjoy the history and
Bro,
What's good with you, superstar?
man, that's you, man. How you doing, bro? That's all you, man. You been good?
Man, I've been blessed, man. I can't complain. I can't complain.
I ain't here, man. We on the grind, bro. Stepping and repping, you know what I'm saying? Motivating and shit like that. So we up there.
Man, got to, man, and it's just also, man, it's just great that you still doing what you do, man, and you have made some levels since we had last spoke and stuff like that, man, and I can't wait for you to tell us about it.
Ha. Yeah, hey, I think when we first chopped it up, I was like beginning the journey, you know what I'm saying? Like we know everything's a journey. But
Yeah,
since then, man, number one, God has always been in it. I just had to believe he was in me, and then that's when
right.
things really started to kick off, you feel me? So it really started, man, just doing like the fatal attractions, getting opportunity to play a detective. And it's crazy because we ain't running with the police like that. So it's funny, like, they cast me as a detective and it's like, oh, but I'm gonna do what they've been doing, trying to do to me, you know what I'm saying? But from there on, man, just working with a lot of talented directors and
Mhm.
producers down here in Atlanta is really, it remind me of sports, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you start off everybody balling, then you get to the next level, get to the next level, then you start seeing the same faces. So right now, when I'm on set, I start seeing the same faces, meeting people, collaborating. Like how you doing, man? You done built a cold platform since we last spoke. So it's like I'm proud of you, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to keep going, bro. That it's hard to keep going. So I commend
Yeah.
you for putting these episodes out, for doing your research, for giving us something to stick to and watch, man. And we're gonna just keep motivating each other on this journey. Like I keep saying, journey, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I done did. Let me see, I don't know if I last spoke the Tubi's movies, Taste of Betrayal.
Mhm.
Um, that's the one Delicious was in. I did Fatal Attraction. I told you about that. My Favorite Holiday. That was a good movie. That was like a Christmas movie. That's on Tubi. Hopeless Romantic. That was more like a comedy. That's on Tubi also. But the director Kirby, man, she phenomenal, bro. She direct, write, and do all that stuff. So it's like you meet so many people down here that's visionaries, and that's
Yeah.
what I'm attaching myself to. Anybody that has a vision with God, watering the wine, we start up here and they put it out there. So that's what I'm aligning with, bro. Everybody that's just visionary and just trying to get it going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's just really important and really dope that you mentioned visionaries because it's just everybody doesn't really understand that part of the spectrum and stuff like that because it's just everybody nowadays is just a whole lot of duplicates, but it takes just a special person to be able to tap in into your mental and your spiritual
Exactly.
and make that become alive. And I try to do that just when I do my interviews because I don't just like sit down and talk to people, man. I kind of just make sure that I envision myself as that person, whether if they rap, whether if they do movies or just athletes and stuff like that. I always just try to like tap in into, try to just make sure that I'm in their shoes or I'm pretty much like could grasp the entire concept of them,
Right.
and it always works out. I don't think I ever had like a bad interview, man, and it's just really dope. Just when I get you guys to come back and you guys just get bigger and stuff like that, man. I just be so happy, bro. It just be one of those things, just us as like individuals, because I just think that people just really just be stuck in perception
Yeah.
of others instead of actually taking the time out to really think like, okay, I can evolve or die. Because you're gonna die if you don't evolve. So
Right.
people gonna
Yeah.
always go to the next thing. So
Yeah. Why you wanna and like you said, like we gonna die, right?
yeah,
So like, I've been trying to put it in the mindset of we gotta get out of adapting. Like, we from the hood, we adapted to that. But
yeah,
when are we gonna evolve? When are we gonna say, you know what, man, God selected me to be here. Everybody that went through the whole process to make it did not make it. So I'm here for a reason. So maybe I want to be a rapper, but that might be something to pull me away from where I'm at to show me something else about myself, right? Because a lot of people are afraid of the silence, bro. That's what they're afraid of. They're
hmm
afraid to be by themselves and have them thoughts where they gotta really, what I'm saying, find out who the hell you are, right? So you gotta go through something to get through something. But we can't be afraid to fail because of what somebody else gonna say, because I ain't living for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for God and he is in me. So if I ain't fulfilling my purpose, I'm already sinning off rip. You did what
hmm
I'm saying? So that's why what I've been trying to go on is like the just really our vibration, bro. We all vibrations, right? So I said it like a few days ago. I'm looking at people as frequency. I ain't looking at you as a human no more. You're a frequency. So if I'm talking to you and all I hear is negative, 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 I'm not saying you can't come out that frequency, but right now we ain't aligned. I can't talk about what you're talking about because I'm trying to get somewhere else. I can't talk about all that. Obviously we know life is life, right? Reality is
hmm
reality.
yeah,
But if you ain't trying to change your frequency, then I can't really be rocking with you like that. It ain't being better than nobody. It's understanding that I can't be stuck here. You know what I'm saying? Like we all know where we came from. And that's why coming up when I was balling, any nigga from the SAG that I seen made it, I was happy, bro. Cause it's
hmm
like, nigga, that's Saginaw. I'm on TV in Canada. They talking about Saginaw. I ain't no Detroit, nigga. Saginaw. Yeah, I'm from Saginaw. I ain't from the D. I'm from Saginaw, Michigan. You feel what I'm saying? So, but that was small, right? Like me, I thought my passion was football. I thought I was supposed to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated. I kept seeing that as a kid, bro. But you tell
hmm
somebody that, they be like, "Nah." So that's why anything you have up here, keep it. You say guard it. Guard,
yeah,
guard it, guard. Don't tell nobody nothing. Because the moment you tell somebody something this big and they think that small, they gonna shit on it. How you gonna do that? You ain't got no money. Ain't nobody gonna. Who is you? You ain't God. So that right there, I said the frequency. So it's like I've been learning, bro. Shut up. Cause I always been a person to do, right? Like
hmm
when I wanted to go on my journey, it was I seen it. I didn't understand it back then because what schools teach you to use your imagination.
so hardly any nowadays. No, it's rare. You know what I'm saying? You're right.
But guess what? Everything we see comes from imagination. The phone, imagination. The chair you're sitting in, somebody's imagination. This backdrop, somebody's imagination. So for our people to grow, we got to go back to our imagination and our dreams. We got to start seeing shit, right? So
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna try to teach my daughters that, man. But it took 20 some years of me on this journey of doing. I figured out it was a contract I signed with people, and I had to
hmm
break that motherfucking contract. So the contract that I signed with people was love, right? So
Yeah.
growing up, if I did what my family wanted me to do, they gave me unconditional love. But the moment I did what I wanted to do, family or friends, he bad. You know what I'm saying? And then they start to pull away from you because you pulling away from their idealism of who you should be rather than who you feel you are, right? So when I learned I broke that contract, right? The
Hmm.
contract is loving myself. That's it. Because
Yeah.
if I love me, I ain't got no problem loving nobody else, right? So it's like when I'm out here, I'm genuine with it, bro. Because like I said, when you by yourself and you sit with them thoughts for so many years, you got no choice but to love yourself because love ain't coming from nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like when that's why I put up the other
Woo.
day, the mirror does not smile first.
Yeah.
Only way the mirror gonna smile if I smile, right? So I gotta be happy. It's internal. So when we start learning everything internal, like even with this acting shit, bro, it's internal, bro. Like if I don't think I'm gonna do it, I ain't gonna do it. If I don't think I'm gonna do a good job, I ain't gonna do a good job. It's just simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've been on, bro. Reading books, just trying to write ebooks, tapping into what they ain't teaching us, right? You know,
Right.
they don't want you to know that you can create anything. But they tell you I can do all things through Christ, he who strengthens me. So it's like
Oxymoron, you know, so they pretty much like, you know, say get close but not too close, you know,
yeah,
so you're right.
bro, it's